Hi, my name's Matt. I'm one of the owners here at Expand Yoga. I'm going to take you through a 20-minute pranayama class. In the pranayama practice, it's heavily influenced by nevine'smagic and her Katonah yoga method. So if you find it interesting, check her out. If you go to katonahyoga.com, you'll find more information on the practice. So for pranayama, you want to find yourself sitting almost like you're on a downhill slope. So you don't want to be sitting off something, right? So for almost everybody, the floor isn't going to be a good option because you end up kind of sitting back and kind of rounding down, right? And you're going to be in it for a little bit of time. So that's why we want to sit on something. So like a yoga studio, we got the yoga blocks, right? So if you got a yoga block at home, you can sit on the yoga block, bring it like so behind you. You can bring it up here. Throw it up here. It's not as stable, obviously, up here. So maybe put 2 blocks then. Tomio has 2 blocks on the side over there. Now, a big part of it too is being comfortable, right? So for some people, the knees will move apart quite a bit. So you can take a belt, strap your knees together. That can feel kind of nice, kind of help you stay grounded down. For knee alignment, right, you also want to make sure that things are set up correctly, right? So the way we kind of do it is you take your hand and you like karate chop your thigh. And you kind of find the center of your thigh where that kind of muscle on your knee is, and you just trace your hand all the way across your leg. And you should go back and you should basically cut off your first or second toe, right? So if your foot is really kind of hooked in there, right, and you're kind of chopping off most of your toes, that means your shin's kind of twisted, your knee's kind of twisted, right? So that's when you kind of sit up and kind of flop your feet out, kind of make a V with them. The tops of the feet will come down. Sometimes pulling your calves out can feel kind of nice too. And then you sit back down so the feet are flat, right? So I'll show you from the back here.
So I find my block, bring my knees together,
And sit down.
If the feet start to kind of do this, or your knees start to go out, it just kind of changes a lot of things, right? So we want to kind of be sitting up, right? So for me, even kind of back here, if I can get up a little higher, it's going to make it easier for me just to be up here, right? So you want to think usually more height than less height here, and make it really comfortable for yourself too. So be the princess and the pea, get yourself an extra blanket, a pillow, put something under your shins. You can do it in a chair, but just make sure that you're sitting up and you're not kind of sitting back and down.
First one I'm going to do is going to start with the arms up over the head. So bring your arms up into a big V shape, big triangular shape over your head.
As you bring your arms up, you want to be formal with the form, right? So you want to just find yourself sitting. So at first, just make sure you're sitting on something, right? So you don't want to be sitting on the ground. You want to be sitting up, at least so your hips are a little bit higher than your knees, so it feels like your lap is on a downhill slope. You can do it in a chair. You can roll a blanket up. You can use a pillow. You can do all that kinds of stuff. But get yourself sitting up. And when you get yourself sitting up, you make your hands into cup shape. So as we form the cup, it's kind of like a metaphor. We metaphor with fire is our effort, and that rises up the backside, and grace rains down, right? We need to be available to receive grace as we make fire with the effort. So we're going to start with Kapalabhati breathing. It's just an out breath, and you start by breathing out your nose, just going out, 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 out. So you just want to start by just pumping your breath. And you start to pump your breath. It's just kind of like you're jogging, right? As you're jogging, you're just kind of getting the pace going, or you're riding your bike and your feet are rolling around, right? So you're just getting a nice, smooth pace to the out, 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 out breath go. But then still be looking at your form. So check out your shoulders. If you feel like your shoulders are scrunching up, let them soften down. You can even roll them in again. You can move it around a little bit, readjust your cups, but just keep thinking out, 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 out. Now as we do this, we're opening up the windows, right? Kind of metaphorically in our body. So as our brings our arms up, it's going to change things. And as we're moving the breath, just like we're kind of open up the windows to the house, we're getting a draft of air flowing. So we're getting some of the older air out, some of the newer air in, as we just keep pumping the breath. So you just keep going out, 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 out. If you're doing this at home, even without the video, you can just set a timer. So you go for about 2 minutes to do it. Keep going out, 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 out. Bring your hands together over your head, cross your thumbs, take a big inhale, fill it up. Exhale it out the top. Nice. Now that we've opened up the windows to the house a little bit, got a little air flowing through the draft flowing, now we're going to light the fire, right? So the fire, right, usually your fire in your home is kind of in the first floor, center of the home. That's where it is in our house, right? So as you get it, you got to kind of get it started to light down there. And the idea is that we want to light the fire down low because fire rises, right? So we don't want to start the fire in our heart, start the fire in our head so much. We open up the windows of the house, get the air flowing, and then we build up the heat going up So you can bring your hands onto your thighs. You can grab your kneecaps and make cup shapes with your palms, or you can bring just your hands onto your knees, and it's going to be like a cat-cow only, but as you sit, and you're going to synchronize your breath with it. As you roll back, that's an inhale. As you go forward, that's an exhale. So you're going to start to build up a little heat here. And you can kind of think of like your tail, it's like a match, just striking back and forth, building up some heat. And as you do it, you just start to move your breath with it, right? So now we're starting to get the pilot going, getting things moving in your body. And as you're doing this, again, you're just going to set up a nice, even rhythm going. And most likely, you're maybe going to start going a little slower at first, right? And that's fine, right? But a big part of the yoga practice is to know yourself, right? So if you know that you like to go kind of slow, you like to just kind of cruise around, do it real methodical, right? Pick it up a little bit, just start to move it, right? It's more like you're doing the dishes. You just want to get the job done. You want to get the breath moving. You want to get the heat building up, right? So as you keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, in and out, see if you can just start to speed it up just a little bit, right? So you start to create a little bit of friction, right? And that's where the heat's going, right? So we just start to move things. And as we start the heat down below, thinking down around our pelvic floor, right? Heat rising on up. So as it rises on up, it hits our kidneys. Kidneys very water-like, right? That's where we create the steam, right? Just like the steam engine, right? So you get the steam going in the engine starts moving, you get your locomotion, and you keep going in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep it going, in, out, in, out. Very nice, bring your arms up, cross your thumbs, take a big inhale, exhale it out. Nice, okay. Bring your hands back to your lap and your thighs. You can grab your kneecaps if you like, and we just went forward and back. Now we're going to start to go around. And so you're still going to synchronize your breath here. See if you can inhale as you're going back around 6, that's around your tail. Exhale as you're going towards 12, that's right in front of your knees. As you're moving around here, you just want to think, okay, it's just moving my breath, but I'm also really trying to get around myself. Right? So you're trying to, this kind of exercise helps you to find your center, right? So as you find your circumference, as you start to move around your edges, you can kind of think of it like your seat's kind of like wheels, right? So as your wheels are on the road, maybe you're always on your back right wheel or on your front left wheel, right? So you can start to see, okay, I gotta get my tires balanced here in the car, so I'm rolling around, and a good spot to figure that out is just to notice where you don't want to go, right? A big part of the yoga practice isn't doing what you're already good at, it's doing what you're not good at. Right? So if you start to notice, oh man, it's really tough for me to get to kind of 2 to 3, right? If you're kind of following, say, a clock face or whatever it is, 6 to 7, see if you can kind of really work it in there. And if you start to get to the point where you've had enough, you start to go forward and back. So you still keep your engine idling, right? And then start to go the other way. So then you start to go around like you're running around the baseball diamond. First base to second base to third base to home. Same thing here. You start to notice as you're rolling around, still synchronizing your breath, there's spots you don't like to go. Where are those spots? You can start to find them first, and then you can start to move into them. Same thing goes in the last one, right? If you're kind of a slow, methodical roller, see if you can start to speed it up, right? It's not going to feel very comfortable at first. Just do the best you can with it. Just go slow with it. Just start to build a little bit of that friction, a little bit of that heat, a little more steam rising on up. And then go the other way. So you start going back clockwise. As you do, really start to work it so you can continue to move it around a little faster, right? So you might not be taking as wide as a turn as you are. You're just kind of making a little smaller circumference as you start to really speed it up. Then go the other way. So move to the left, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up, speed it up. Just bring your arms up over your head, cross your thumbs, take a big inhale. Exhale it out. Just bring your hands to your laps. You just want to make contact with your body, with your hands, and just set them there. Yeah, so your shoulders can kind of relax. And let's do this. Let's change that. While we're doing a box breath, you can keep your hands here, or you can take what we call banker's arms, and you take your thumbs and you bring them right underneath your armpits. Yeah, that's just going to help you to kind of breathe a little fuller into your front chest, into your upper chest. You can keep your hands there, you can hold them there for a little bit, you can put them back down, right? But we're just going to try to emphasize nice full ribs. In the box breath, it's a 4 count. So for inhaling, for 1, 2, 3, 4, holding your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And release your hands if they're in the banker's arms position. Okay, so the next position, you got 2 choices. You can make your hands into like a tennis racket grip, the webbing, where you just interlace all your fingers, your thumbs will point up, or you bring your hands together behind your back in the prayer position, right? So it would be like so. Okay. Either one of those, if the prayer position is too much, just bring your hands behind your back. Okay. So now we're going to start to flap our wings a little bit here, right? So you're going to start to move your elbows back and forth as you breathe in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out the nose. So you're pumping the breath here. Now we're starting to move the shoulders in a little bit of different way, getting into our rib cage, our lungs a little bit different here, pumping the breath, moving in, 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 out. And then just kind of notice your grip, right? So we'll kind of move around a lot, right? So if you notice your fingers, your pinkies are kind of unhooking, see if you can bring those pinkies back together, see if you can get a real nice webbing, and see if you can point your thumbs straight up towards your shoulder blades. So you might even move your elbows up a little higher and kind of scoot them up and just keep moving the breath in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Keep pumping, keep moving your arms. You can even notice where you're looking. If you're looking down, don't look down, look out across the room. See if you can look towards 2 o'clock. If straight across, straight in front of you is 12, just think a little bit to the 2. You can move your sternum a little bit to 2 as you continue to pump your breath in, out. So nice. Bring your arms up. Cross your thumbs. Take a big inhale. Hold it and then exhale it out. Very nice. Okay, so bring your arms up so your elbows are in line with your shoulders. And you're going to make some fists. And the fists will kind of be like right in front of your shoulders as well, right? Okay, so we're going to synchronize this with the breathing too, right? So it's an exhale forward, an inhale back. So in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Now you can look up, you can look down, you can move with it. You can also just keep your head still, right? Keep going in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. If the elbows start to drop a lot, see if you can lift them up. Yeah, so just keep lifting, keep moving. In, out, in, out, in, out. So good. That's it. And just notice how you're sitting too, right? So if you kind of feel like you're way back on your backside of your tail, see if you can find a little more towards your pubic bone. If you feel like you're kind of really far forward, like your face is in the windshield, see if you can just kind of find yourself a little more back in the center, right? So you're right on your plumb line on your block. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. In, out, in, out, in, out. So good. Bring your arms up. Cross your thumbs. Take a big inhale. Fill it up. Exhale it out. Very nice. Okay. Now bring your arms up. And you're going to take your fingers and you're just going to tap your chest, right? So the arms will come out and it'll be kind of like a so. So it's an alternating, almost like a windshield wiper here as the arms go back and forth. So, and you want to listen for the tap. Right, so as you tap your sternum, you want a nice tap pumping sound to that sternum, right? So it almost kind of sounds like a drum. So you're giving yourself a little bit of a beat. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Keep moving it. Find the tap, right? So you are touching your chest. You're getting a little bit of a tap sound happening right on your sternum. So good. Now bring your arms up. Cross your arms. Big inhale. Exhale it out. Very nice. Okay, now bring your hands, interlace your fingers again, and you're going to bring your hands right behind your head. So you think you're going to catch the back of your head. Yeah, and you can find your seat, right? So if you can kind of move your pelvis around a little bit, find your center. So you're sitting right between your pubic bone, right between your tailbone, right in your perineum, so you're plugged right into the ground. And then we're going to use the elbows to again pump the breath. So it's in, out, 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 in, out. Moving your elbows back and forth, in, out, in, out, in, out. And then notice again, if your head's dropping down, lift your chin up. See if you can kind of let your head sit in your hands. Now we're just kind of moving the air up a little bit higher, kind of getting into our head here a little bit, moving the breath, in, out, 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 in, out. So good, keep going. Just a few more minutes of this, not this, but of the exercise. Keep going. Nice, and just keep your hands there, take a big inhale, hold it up, fill it up, exhale it out. Nice, and then kind of wrap your elbows in a little bit. So now it's like you're going to spin. So now we're going to really start to whip it up. So as you inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. And see if you can look to the left so you see your elbow, left elbow with your left eye as you turn to the left. See if you can see your right eye, the right elbow with your right eye as you turn to the right. So you're really using your eyes as you're going left, right, left, right, left, right. Still finding yourself on the spit. Really starting to move it up here, right? The difference between butter and cream, just how you whip it up, get the air in. Keep going, guys, doing so good. Keep moving it, keep moving the breath in, out, inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. Nice, put your arms back up, cross your thumbs, take a big inhale. Exhale it out. Bring your hands back to your lap. We'll go back to the box breath, just for a few. So when you find the box breath, just kind of again find yourself sitting really straight as best you can. And you can feel, if you're on kind of a harder surface, you can feel left sit bone, right sit bone. See if you can even it out. And with your tongue, see if you can bring it to your palate where you would say light, love, hallelujah. Just where you feel the tongue touch when you say that. Just let the tongue sit there. Let your cheeks relax, your forehead relax. Keep the breath moving through the nose and begin to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. So let's restart that. I messed that up. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it full for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it full for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it full for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it empty for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just towards the end here, as things kind of quiet down after all that work, see if you can spend a few moments just still sitting. Just let your breath do whatever it likes. Just start to kind of notice it. Thank you very much.